Hello, friends. Oh, we already have 3 folks that have checked in with us. Beth McKee here, the Swamp Sistas um, See, Hear, Say episode, uh, version March 4th, 2021. And I've got artist Madeline Watford of Glow Space Arts here with us, Amy Robbins, O Sky, and Kayon Riley. Welcome, everybody.
Hey.
It's so good to see y'all. I'm seeing I have a little note. Hold on a second. That's it doesn't like. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna probably do that a lot, y'all. Keep hitting the. So let's see. Is it
It's
possible
just
to switch?
percussion.
It's a percussion. That's right. I'll try to do it in time. So, hopefully, people are able to access this. It says that we have 6 or 7 watchers. So, um, hopefully, we are online. I'm so happy to have everybody here. We issued a prompt this time, being the word wait. But let me go around and introduce you guys a little more deeply and get a little more information from everybody about what's going on. So one of us, well, actually 2 of us on the screen celebrated a kind of anniversary this week of the multiple decade nature. And that would be myself, who celebrated my 24th wedding anniversary with Juan yesterday.
Aw.
And Kayon, I saw that you celebrated a work anniversary this
I
week.
did, yeah. Let's see. March 94 to now is what? 27 years
27.
at WUCF. And Sunday was my birthday, and I was 28.
So you started working at WCF when you were
I
around
was
4.
very young, but
That sounds Osky-ish.
yeah.
Speaking of Osky, we're so glad to have you with us. This is our first time to have you on the See Here Say in the virtual realm, and so we're very
Yeah.
glad that you could be here, and glad that we have this medium, because even when we get past the pandemic and people can gather in person, I think we still might need to do some of these, keep this going, because I really enjoy us phoning in from our studios and being able to share what's going on with our lives. So what's going on with your life? Okay, you
Well,
already prematurely graduated from high school like 2 years ago.
yeah, it's super exciting. I was just accepted and started taking classes at Chapman University studying TV writing and production, which you know me, you know I love writing, and this is just another way for me to express my creativity with such cool mentors and peers, and I'm loving it. I'm taking classes all online, so I'm staying up to like 2 in the morning sometimes. But you know what? It's so fun and it's so worth it. And I'm already partially nocturnal, so we're having fun.
That's awesome. So, yeah, here we are. We've got broadcasters among us. The lady behind the curtain is Lynn Mixon, who's making us all look good and sound good and put together that wonderful introduction video. So between Lynn, who is now a producer, I have to brag on her, for Growing Bolder, has just recently started working with them, and who is also has been doing Fox Sports for forever. But she takes the time to come help us and make us look pro and slick every other month on the first Thursday. So between Lynn and her TV production background, and now Osky going in that direction, and Kayon with the radio production, which I believe that WCF radio is kind of part of the whole WCF PBS TV network.
We we are. We're part of WUCF TV as well. We share the same building, and we do a lot of cool things together, like our live concerts are used to just be live broadcasts on the radio, but now they're also shot for TV, and then they end up being aired on TV as well. So a lot of cool things that happen now because we're part of the TV world as well.
Oh, that's fabulous. So, oh look, it's Bill Winborn.
Hey,
Oh,
Bill.
Hey, Bill.
our ultimate Mister Bill. We're so happy to see you back. And hi, Kelly. We're so happy to see Bill posting. We've had him on our minds since last August, and he's recently home from a very, very long. Oh, hey, Carly. Thank you, dear. Long and arduous experience with COVID. So Bill is our hero of you can't keep a good man down, and we're so thrilled that he's home and on the mend, and can't wait till he can come back out and jam with us again. So, where was I? Lloyd, and Lloyd is saying hi too. And Lloyd is sending hello to you too, Lynn. Wait. That was our prompt. Wait. Wait.
I can't.
Don't wait. Don't wait. And I kind of cheated, I'll be honest. I kind of slipped the word wait into a very important spot in a song that I kind of already had going. But I will say that, and it wasn't intentional, but I will say that it worked out to be a very good change in the song, I think. So I'll do that for you guys later. I want to skip up to Madeline. Mad Dog, up there in the
How's
mountains.
it going?
How's
Yep.
it going?
Tuning in from Black Mountain, North Carolina.
Woohoo!
Good. Yeah. You know, making art,
Yep.
being by myself in the studio.
Life is good. You've been doing.
It's
You've
great.
been working too, right? Tell us about your day job.
Yes. Oh, I work at Warren Wilson College. I am the art department coordinator there, and so I help with all of the art gallery shows and manage the art department budget and keep things in order. So that's
how
what
you
I do
do.
during the day, and then I sneak off into the studio in the afternoon and at night and do all kinds of screen printing and ceramics and things like that. So
Excellent. Hey, Paul Newnham.
yeah.
There's Paul. Hey, Paul.
Yay.
I
Yeah,
saw Rachel
our folks
Tucker,
checking in on us.
too. Hi, Rachel.
And yes, Rachel. I'm so excited. I feel like I haven't seen everybody in so long. Amy,
Hey.
Miss Howie in the Hills, Queen of Howie in the Hills, in her new bunker,
That's
concrete bunker. No hurricane gonna do nothing to Amy Robbins stuff.
Right. That's right. I don't even think I would hear it if there were.
Well, yeah, it's a great studio situation. So you and Matt have relocated to this house right in downtown Howie in the Hills,
That's right.
right next to, what's the name of that lake?
Little Lake Harris.
Little Lake Harris, beautiful lake that you can walk around, right? It has little
Oh, yeah,
trails
it's,
and
It's awesome. There's a little nature trail that goes back to like a private outlook on the water. It's cool. It's a nice
Sweet.
area. We've
you're in
been here for-
paradise, and you are now the mayorette of
You know,
Howie
I
in
must
the
be
Hills.
I must really be the queen because my dad called and he said, "How's the queen of Howie in the Hills doing?" And I said, "Well, hold on, let me ask. I'll ask Ramona. Ramona being my dog." But I'm pretty sure
Of course, you were gonna defer. Of course, you were.
Yeah,
So, how's everybody been holding up?
holding up good. Been doing
Yeah?
okay over here. Yeah,
Yep.
we're in the process. Well, we have reopened my dad's business. I think I've told you about that before. My dad.
Oh, I'm glad to hear that Frankie's
Yeah.
doing better.
Hey, Frankie.
Nice.
So, yes. So, Amy and her husband, Matt, the electrician, are Howie in the Thrills. Hey, Mary
I
Shaw.
like that. It is thrilling, isn't it?
Are reopening the electrical service that Amy's grandfather started.
That's right. My grandpa, he started it back in, I think, 1954, something
Talk
along
about a
those lines.
legacy, right?
Yeah, and then my dad ran it, all of his life, basically. And then
And
my
now
brother
it's to
decided
you.
he'd rather brew beer, so
Well.
my husband, Matthew, has been given the reins, so it's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's right.
Yeah.
So, before we jimmer jammer too much longer, why don't we hear some music? I think Oskai would be a great one to kick things off. Can you tell us about what you've got for us, Oskai?
You got it. So this is going back to where my head was at when I was doing my college applications and everything. Because, I'm confident. I believe in myself. But at the same time, I believe in everyone else too. And I know there's a lot of good competition out there. And so I was kind of cautiously optimistic. Like, is this going to work out for me? Is it not going to work out for me? That sort of thing. So this song is really about that. And it's about where my head was at. Just waiting to hear back. So,
Awesome.
yeah. This. Do you wonder what it's like to be real? Lately I've dreamed so many things that I lost it in the way I feel. Do you wonder, can you see past my eyes? Finding a cosmic conversation, all my secrets I'm betraying in a different disguise. Could it be maybe never, but never always happens again? It happens again, on and on for forever. Forever always comes to an end. When the sunlight's so uncertain, I need someone to raise the curtain and wake me from these days I'm living. I wish you'd tell me where I fit in. Leave me hanging, what am I hanging on for? Used to believe I'd work it out without a doubt. I don't believe anymore, no. I don't mean it, not a thing that I say. Lending a voice to all the doubts that I would rather do without if life don't leave me that way, no. Could it be maybe never, but never always happens again? It happens again, on and on for forever. Forever always comes to an end. When the sunlight's so uncertain, I need someone to raise the curtain and wake me from these days I'm living. I wish you'd tell me where I fit in. Da 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 da. When the sunlight's so uncertain, I need someone to raise the curtain and wake me from these days I'm living. I wish you'd tell me where I fit in.
Ooh,
Bravo.
wow.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh, Sky, your voice.
Mm.
Your voice has gotten so husky and smoky. I love it.
Very
You
cool.
know, I've been singing a lot and I'm not 10 anymore.
I know. How old were you in 2015?
I was 13.
So that was the first time you ever performed at the
Yeah.
Swamps for the Swamp Sistas La La, the first Fringe festival that we ever had. And you were 13.
I know, I was so little.
You were so little and so brave because I remember, and of course I was talking with your parents about, like, okay, and you had to dash off to another gig, so you had to play yours. You were already double booked, and so you had to dash off, and so we were going to have you play early, very early, and first, But I didn't feel right about having you have to play first because that's a nerve-wracking spot, to kind of warm the crowd up. I wanted to go up and play a few songs first and warm the crowd up. And your mom's like, no, really, she doesn't care. She's like that. She'll go up there and get it. And I'm like, okay, go. And you did. You just commandoed the audience right out of the gate, and you have been ever since. Tell us a little
song.
more
I
about
remember that.
Nice.
Chapman University. Where is it?
Yeah. Well, it's in Orange, California, which is way on the other side of the country, but it's still nice. I was considering either going to, New York or California because that's kind of where the TV industry that I want to be in is. But of course, there was no way I could do New York. It's just way too cold for me. So California was the much better option, even though it's far away. And it's a great school. It has a fantastic film program. So I've already been, meeting all these professors that have worked on shows that I love and that I've seen before I even knew who they were. And it's just so exciting, and I feel so fortunate that I'm able to be in that environment.
Well, they're lucky
Yeah.
to have you come be a part of their scholastic situation because I know you're going to add a lot to it. So congratulations
you.
again. That's super, super fabulous. I'm so very happy for you, and can't
so
wait to
much.
see what you do.
Well, I will let you know.
Yeah.
Keep you updated.
Yeah, I mean, more and more, video and television and, the other dimension of not just being audio. As a matter of fact, we're working on a Swamp Sisters video over the next couple of months that Terry Binion's going to direct. And Lynn is our producer. And we have a new song that has a bunch of Swamp Sisters singing and playing on it. Bunky played the trumpet, and Bunky and Rachel and Amy sang some background harmonies, and E-Turn did a did a rap verse on it. So we're gonna pull all that together somehow into a video, and release it sometime this spring. Perhaps it's some kind of, I don't know, maybe la that may happen. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. There may be a la. There may be. I mean, we certainly want to have a fundraiser for Second Harvest Food Bank, don't we, this year?
Yeah.
Because every year kids need help to have food over the summer months, and this year, of course, more than ever. So we hope everybody will stay tuned and listening for those plans as they develop. So I see that Bill Winborn posted about 2 minutes ago that the feed was frozen. I guess we need to find out if it's still frozen. So I'm going to look on my laptop and see what's happening. It seems to be going okay. Frank says his is good. Okay. Fish Mickey. Hey, Fish. Fish is one of my Mississippi friends and one of the most talented piano players ever, and huge influence over young, ignorant Beth way back in my Jackson, Mississippi days.
And a
And
very
lives
cool
in
name.
Nashville, Tennessee now. Plays and teaches jazz. Still ignorant. Yeah, right? So let's move on to another weight manifestation. Is that the word? Kaya, you want to go next? We could work around the box.
Sure. So my song is called Ode to a Hitchhiker, and the word wait is not in it, but the concept of waiting is in it, and it was based on a real experience where my band was coming back from a gig up in Savannah, Georgia one time, and I had a van that didn't run very well, and we were coming back down I-95, and it chose to break down. We were probably just past Jacksonville or something like that on the way back to Orlando, and sitting on the side of the road. And so I tell our lead singer at the time, Laura Freeman, who was very much a show pony and more attention getting than I thought I was, to go stand out in front of the van, put her thumb up in the air, and get us a ride. And we waited and waited and waited, and finally there was a raggedy truck going the other way with Georgia plates on 95, and they saw Laura Freeman standing there, and they cut a U-turn through the bar ditch and came back over to us and loaded us all up in their I think they had a van too. It wasn't a truck. It was a van. And we had our bass player, big guy with us, so we felt kind of okay about doing this, and they took us all the way back to Orlando.
Wow.
And they were just the nicest pie about it. Dropped us off, and that was the story. So then we came up with this song called "Ode to a Hitchhiker," and it's a bluesy E minor. That's a lot of fun to play with a whole band, or it works okay just acoustically too. So that's what I'll give you, and it's about waiting. So I thought I might pull this one out for tonight. "Ode to a Hitchhiker." In the winter, my soul grows cold. I find I need your warmth again. In the winter, my soul grows cold. I find I need your warmth again. Sun come down and warm my soul, yeah. Earth and thaw and start again. So lonely, so lonely. Well, I'm all alone. If only, yeah, yeah. Well, I were your only one. Sun come down and warm my soul, yeah. Earth unthawing, we'll start again. Well, Americans love their cars. In Europe, they take the train. While hitchhikers take the chances and pray that it don't rain. Sometimes nothing feels better than catching a ride all night. So lonely, yeah, yeah. Well, I'm all alone. If only, yeah, yeah. Well, I were your only. Only one.
Bravo. I like that. That was, you know what? I noticed Sky was throwing some really cool poetry, and yours had some really cool poetry. I mean, for some reason today, and I've already read Amy's lyrics, so I know how poetic hers came across. It's like we got some we're kind of beat artists today. it's great. That was the fastest snap in the world, Amy.
Did you like that?
I did. I like that a lot. That was so cool. So, if only. That is awesome, Kayon. And so you wrote that song like, okay, yeah, good, great. Oh, okay, Hitchhiker. I think we left an H out in Hitchhiker.
"Ode to a Hitchhiker."
Sorry.
Well, I probably misspelled it.
Hitchhiker. It's a hitchhiker.
Hitchhiker.
You old hitchhiker. So in the winter, my soul grows cold, and I'm sorry, I formatted this real in a rush.
It's all
I find
right.
I need your warmth again. In the
and
winter,
then
my
just
soul.
repeat that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice. Because for the blues, you know, that's what you need to do. You kind of like put the message out there and then repeat. In the winter, my soul grows cold. It does, and so then you're addressing the sun. Sun, come down and warm, my friend. Earth, unthaw and start again. So this is very poetic. So lonely, I'm all alone. Nice. Americans love their cars. In Europe, they love their trains. Hitchhikers take their chances and pray that it doesn't rain. That's awesome.
Yeah, I
And
love
sometimes
that line.
nothing feels better than catching a ride all night, especially when you really need a ride, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is-
I left my Doc Martens in those guys' car, and I tried for weeks to get them back. And finally, his wife told me stop calling, and their son was wearing them now.
That was the price of
Wow.
your ride. A pair of Doc Martens.
This girl in Orlando, we gave her a ride all the way back, and now she's haunting us to get her Doc Martens back and get out of here.
I guess that was the price of your bus ticket that day.
Wow. I'm sorry you had to sacrifice your docs for the
Oh,
road.
well, it was okay.
Okay, then what is the most precious thing that anybody has lost at a gig or a festival or a thing?
Oh God.
Think about it. You have 9 seconds. And I'll say first, I lost an Indian arrowhead once in a dressing room that had belonged to a very, very dear friend of mine. And during the dressing room, I left it. It was in a little pouch that I would sometimes wear as a necklace. And I came back and I looked for it. And it was just, the pouch was there. And all the other little things that I had in the pouch were still there. But the Indian arrowhead was gone. And I was so upset because my friend Mick, I knew he would be upset with me for losing his Indian arrowhead that he had actually found. And later that night, I got a phone call that Mick had died. So,
No.
yeah, unexpectedly. And so I kind of tried to comfort myself with the idea that he had come and fetched his Indian arrowhead. You know,
I lost an envelope full of dirt from the crossroads
Oh,
because I had gone. You know where the crossroads
yeah,
is.
in the Delta,
Um,
in the Mississippi
yep.
Delta.
Highway 49 and Highway 61, I think
Yep.
it is.
Mhm.
Anyway, I'd gone there to visit the Mississippi Delta Blues Museum and just to see that town. It's where Bessie Smith died. It's just famous. And of course, I went out to the crossroads and got me some dirt, put it in an envelope. And I had it in my guitar case forever in the little place, the little lid that flips up on the inside. And I was showing off and showing it to somebody at a gig in St. Augustine and laid it down on the table and I turned around and it was gone.
Somebody probably thought it was drugs and stole it.
They were in
like,
for a big
where's my
surprise.
dirt?
Where's my dirt? Call the police. Somebody took my dirt. That's a good one, Kayon. Anybody
Go
else
back
got
and get
a?
some more.
Huh? Yeah, there you go. Go back and get you. There's all the dirt you could ever want. Still right there at the
Right.
crossroads. I promise. No shortage. No shortage at all. Anybody else have an extreme or entertaining lost item?
Well, I don't know how entertaining it is. I was kind of saddened by it. So, I used to call myself Maple Sparrow. And the reason that I did that was because I found a little wooden bird in a closet in the old house. I assumed it was maple and it was a sparrow. So that was where I got the Maple Sparrow name. And I had pinned that to my guitar strap that I had been using. And it was a good strap. And I liked having the bird on it. And I totally left it in a bar. And
The strap?
the whole strap with the bird. And someone must have taken it. They didn't
Oh,
have
of
it there
course
the
they
next
did.
day. Yeah. It was
This
gone.
the
I was done.
kid that was wearing Kayon's Doc Martens had it strapped onto his ovation.
I guess the one thing that I've lost that I still, think about is one time I had a ring that I had made while I was studying in Italy. I took like a jewelry class while I was there and had like a stone that I had put in it and all this stuff. And wore it for a very long time. And one day I was just pointed my finger at a boxwood bush, and the ring flew off into the bush and was never to be seen again. And I looked everywhere, and so now I can't really. I don't do boxwoods, but
A boxwood hedge ate your ring.
yes,
That is so weird.
It was like Lord of the Rings because you feel it going and you see it falling, and then it's just gone.
And then a fairy got it. The boxwood fairy, got it and took it to some child probably in Austria or some other.
I don't know what
Dumbledore.
it means. Yeah. I still remember losing it.
You'll never forget that. I'm sorry you lost your ring from when you were studying. That was in Florence, right? Were you studying in Florence?
I did study in Florence.
Bravissimo. Well,
I forgot all the Italian I ever learned, but had a great time.
I bet you did.
I
And
did.
you developed your art skills quite a bit that year, I would say.
Yeah, I wanted to be a VJ that year. I did a lot of video art coming out of that experience, and went back to school and came up with all these short videos that were involved painting in some sort of way. So there were lots of layers in them. But now I'm not a VJ anymore, and I've been working on screen printing and making T-shirts and doing stained glass and just dabbling in all the medias. We also just got a kiln, so I've been learning how to throw on the wheel for making planter pots for the spring.
Brilliant.
But I guess I'll just go into my weight theme. So I pulled did some new T-shirts, and I thought that the caterpillar was a good, symbol for waiting. It's
Perfect.
there, and and I wish that I had gotten in this picture, or I had taken a picture of this shirt when there were black lights on, because there's actually this crazy paisley pattern that I invented that comes out in the black light. So it's kind of a rave T-shirt. But so this is a hand painted. The orange is like a line that I hand painted in, and then the caterpillars are everywhere. So. And then this next shirt, actually, I decided to share this one because, Beth, I thought this went really well with your Cosmic Drifter song from the last La La. And it, I had made this shirt when you had played that song. And to me, this was, I guess we were vibing, but I call this shirt a tall glass of water, but it is about a cosmic drifter as well.
Oh, it is.
It also like really does some cool stuff in the black light, as does this shirt, which is 2021 new beginnings. It's kind of about washing away.
Wow.
Frogs symbolize like cleansing, and
that's
some
a cosmic.
cultures. So.
That's a cosmic design too. I like that a lot. So
yep.
Three new designs.
Oh no, there's like 5, 6. There's 7 new designs, but not all of them are out on the website. But those are the only 3 that I got pictures of.
So the website.
Yeah.
Do we have the website?
Oh, the website's www.glowspacearts.com.
There it is.
But,
and so people can see tons more stuff, right?
Totally. Well, not tons, but I have a store now and uploaded some items, but I will continue to do that.
So somebody's asking about the quilt behind you, Madeline. Could you tell us where you came across that?
Well,
Was it in the bins?
The bin. Yes, I found it in the bins, and finding quilts in the bins is usually a risky endeavor, but I do it. I haven't done it in over a year. Found a quilt in the bins, but this was one that is
Fabulous. So the bins, when we say the bins, what we're talking about is the Goodwill big fabric bins. Some of the Goodwills have separate stores, like next door to the regular stores. There's just nothing but huge bins of fabricy things, right?
Yeah, and quilts are harder and harder to come by in the bins because it's gotten really popular to find old quilts and turn them into jackets and all kinds of,
So,
fashion.
so I remember being there one time, like when they rolled the new bins out, and it was just like it was like Black Friday. Like people just descended on the
Oh yeah,
bins.
there are rules, and you get to know all the regulars. Like you touch the bin before it's stopped and parked, they'll kick you out. So
Right?
everybody just waits and looks, and then once
Somebody
they
gives the go-ahead?
release you, it's like zombies
Bin etiquette.
shaking the boxes, all the cardboard boxes, and yeah, looking
Dust
for the
everywhere.
other shoe.
Oh
It's
yeah.
fun.
Well, you
I like
certainly
it.
you certainly scored with that one. So is it actually quilted, or is it just the patches?
Oh no, it's quilted.
Wow. And you
Yep.
found that in the bin?
Yeah,
Wow.
I mean, seeing an orange red is not common in quilt designs. It's
No,
got
it
some
didn't seem like it.
pretty
really
banging colors.
Yeah.
So if y'all are missing Amy, she's having to reboot. She texted me and said she was having major issues. I guess she had so she said she's having to reboot. It happens. Let me text her back. No worries. But she'll probably be back here in a second. So, why don't I tell you guys about what I was gonna do? My weight concept. Um, I've been staying at home like a lot of people have, but I mean, I really have been. I'm kind of like a reckless person, but with a lot of disregard for rules and mores. But sometimes, if you convince me that I need to follow a certain rule, I will latch onto it so strong, and I will not let go. And that's what I have done with the stay. Why you better just stay home. I have been staying at home. I do have a gig or two coming up here in a couple of weeks that I'm kind of nervous about, but excited, very excited, with my band at the Front Porch Series at the Plaza Theater on Thursday, March the 25th, I believe.
All
So,
right.
and I believe they're selling it's good. I've been promised that it's socially distanced and it's outside, so I feel good about it. And I think they're selling tables, and I think there's also general admission. And I regret that I have not supplied a link to that to Lynn to run across. But if anybody's interested in seeing our band, my band, at the Plaza on January 25th, call the Plaza, I guess.
Yeah.
Google it. It shouldn't be hard. Amy's back.
Back again.
We missed you,
Welcome
Amy.
back.
Thank you.
So I was
am.
just so I was getting ready to do my song, but now that you're back, why don't you jump in? Oh, thank you, Frankie. Frankie has said that we can find you can find tickets at orlandoweekly.tickets.com for the Front Porch Series at the Plaza Live Theater. They're doing something I think every Thursday, so there's been tons of fabulous acts and more on the agenda. So support the Plaza and the local artists that are fortunate enough to get to do these little shows. Amy,
Hey.
tell us what your waiting song is about.
Well, I actually got this idea from a conversation we had the other day, Beth, about how it feels like waiting for so long to be able to get vaccines for COVID. And so I was working on this song, and I said, wouldn't it be funny if this song was from the perspective of the vaccine? So, so if you can wrap your mind around that, this is a song from the vaccine to the human race about waiting and going ahead and getting it and not being scared and, just doing it.
Awesome.
So it doesn't really have a name. I just put wait on it. Would you wait for me if I were thrown into the wind or lost at sea? Would you struggle to begin without me? How would it be? Would you look for me in places that I've never been? I long to be. Hope to find it just there inside of me, surrounding you. I know you're starting to get angry. I know you're way past being sad. Well, keep on holding on, it's the only life you have. The waiting's not that bad. No, waiting's not that bad. Would you stand by me? Boldly tell all of your friends and cautiously, or choose your words as you defend so logically, flawlessly. Could you stay with me? Hold my hand until the end. It comes rapidly, but what I've left is not some trend. I'll be lingering, protecting you. I know you're starting to get angry. I know you're way past feeling sad. Well, keep on holding on, it's the only life you have. The waiting's not that bad. I know you're starting to get angry. I know you're starting to get sad. Well, keep on holding on, it's the only life you have. And waiting's not that bad. No, waiting's not that bad. Would you wait for me if I were thrown into the wind or lost at sea? Would you struggle to begin without me? How would it be?
Oh, Amy,
Thank you.
that was awesome.
Thanks.
And I love, it's like, that it could, you've told us that it was about the COVID vaccine. So listening, you could hear it that way. But if you hadn't told us, we would have thought it was just the most beautiful love song in the world.
Thanks.
Yeah.
I tried to disguise it like that. I'm glad it worked.
Oh, yes, it did. If I were thrown into the wind, would you struggle to begin without me? No, don't do it. Wait, you must wait, folks. Would you look for me? Oh, that's great. And the chorus, I love that. You're way past being sad. And it's the only life you have. Now, that's kind of sounds like the Dolly Parton speech right there.
Yeah,
Did anybody
I liked
see?
Dolly's thing.
Yeah, I liked her little thing, too. When she
Yeah.
sang vaccine to the melody of Jolene. I love that, too. Would you stand by me? Boldly tell all of your friends and cautiously, or choose your words as you defend. So, well, no, I got the vaccine. I would not. I'd be waving a flag. Vaccine.
Yeah.
Hold my hand until the end it becomes rapidly. So what I've left is not some trend. I'll be lingering. You are so clever, Amy.
Aw,
You're just a
thanks.
clever bird. All of y'all are. All of y'all. Sky, yours kind of had that dual thing too. Yes, it is, Mama. That's
Oh,
Amy's
that's my
mama.
mom.
Sky, yours had that kind of flip side too, you know, and I loved that line. Was it about never remind me? Because it's been 4 songs now since then. Never coming back. There was kind of a never happens.
Yeah, my pre-chorus. Could it be, maybe never, but never always happens again. On and on for forever, forever always comes to an end.
Okay, say that again.
Could it be, maybe never, but never always happens again. On and on for forever, forever always comes to an end.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that. You know, it's tight and makes sense and contradicts itself all at the same time. Yes, I love that. Gosh, you guys are doing great. Oh, yes, thank you, Lynn, for running that little note. We are taking donations to help keep these things going at our paypal.me for Swamp Sistas. You can donate right on Facebook on the Swamp Sistas page, or you should be able to find our PayPal the Swamp Sistas Lala Foundation donation page on PayPal is in the comments about this video, I believe. And we're very grateful. We're also grateful to United Arts of Central Florida and Orange County in Orlando, because we were able to squeak out a little money to help us keep these going all the way into, so far, March. And we've had their help from an Artist Mini grant to kind of keep things going, to pay the subscription to this beautiful video service and things like that, and get our graphics and keep things looking nice and pretty. So we've come around to the last person who has not debuted their song, and I guess that would be me. So waiting. So waiting. This one is kind of like waiting for a sunrise. You know, I kind of get into loops of behavior or activities since it's kind of small here. I'll get up in the morning and like, okay, for an hour I'm going to do business stuff. I'm going to answer emails and balance checkbooks and pay bills and this kind of stuff. Then I'm going to go outside and pull weeds in the yard for an hour because my dogs want to be outside. And Fletch is back there sound asleep on the pillow behind me. See? Then I'll play for 30 minutes exercise on my Oculus Quest. Beat Saber or whatever, some kind of little exercise thing. And then, just then start over. Maybe play, clean house for 30 minutes. I have a little clock. I bought a kitchen clock that has a timer on it, and it makes a really cool old-timey grrrring when it's up. I'm like, okay, I'm going to clean house for 30 minutes. No longer than 30 minutes. I cannot clean longer than 30 minutes. And I'll turn it on, and I'll just go till that thing goes off. And then when it goes off, can go outside, which is what I usually do. So now whenever Fletch hears the clock go, brrrring, he jumps up and runs to the door because he's excited to go outside.
That's
so
hilarious.
a lot of these little rituals to kill time and to keep waiting. And then, still just, I know things are going to be better. We all know things are going to be better. And it looks like maybe sooner than later, sooner than it's been so far. Like we're a year into this, and I feel like before another year is up, we'll be moving about a good bit more. So this one's called One Step Closer, because every day we're one step closer, or one shot closer, in regards to Amy's song. Up in the attic with a great big broom, all day long I'm at it, sweeping away my down in the kitchen where I've always been, washing the dishes, drying them off, washing them all over again, trying to wash away my sins. These things I do, I don't know what else, emotions I don't admit I felt, but just like you and everybody else, I'm waiting for a sunrise, wanna feel it on my face, give me blue skies, I'm ready for day to break, with every breath I take, I feel it closer. One step closer. One step closer. Get me out of Tulsa in this daily grind. Staying here doesn't kill me. I swear I'm gonna lose my mind. Carry me to Tucson on the winds of change. So much has happened here, things will never be the same. I'm tired of all this pain. 'Cause once you've lost your brother, lost your closest friend, and once you lost your mother, you'll never be a child again. Now we know the reason we've been put on earth, to love one another. So let's get down to work. I'm waiting on the sunrise, wanna feel it on my face, give me blue skies, I'm ready for day to break, with every breath I take, I feel it closer, getting closer, one step closer. One step closer. Give me one step closer. One step closer. One step closer. I don't know if I'm ready for that modulation yet.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, Tom.
I love it.
So, yeah, I was, thank you, Frankie. You know, we have a friend, actually, who's one of our Swamp Mistas and has been a very helpful in previous Lalas, named Brian Barnett. He helped with setting things up when we were doing some of the earlier Lalas at Fringe Festival. And Brian and his wife recently moved to Tucson. And I thought about him. I had already started writing this song, you know, and I was trying to figure out where I wanted to get away from and where I wanted to get to. And it actually started when a friend of mine had texted me about a town in Mississippi that she wanted to get out. Thank you, Bill. Thank you. That means a lot. Oh, we can throw the lyrics up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was, I think, Tulsa.
Did
yeah.
you say Tulsa or Tucson?
I said
Oh,
both
you
of
said
them.
both. Okay.
So get me out of Tulsa before I lose my mind. If staying here doesn't kill me, I swear I'm going to. Because I have this vision of, like, if I was in Tulsa, I think I would want to get out of it. I'm sorry. But I don't know why. It just doesn't seem like a place I would want to stick around that long. But I've noticed, you know, Tucson, I had this idea that, like, Tucson, I think, might be the next cool place to be. I was telling you this one night in a conversation, Madeline, one time, not too long ago.
Yeah, I
on
think
the
because
phone.
Sarah Kelly's about to move to Tucson.
Oh, and Sarah Kelly's moving to Tucson too. That's
Yeah.
right. So,
So
there's
hopefully
Renee in
it
her
is cool.
car. Oh, she's in her car. Hey, Renee.
I'm sorry. I was supposed to be home at 8. Hi.
Hi. Have you been teaching?
Yeah, I've been fighting the good fight.
Fighting the what?
Fighting the good fight. I can't look at you guys because I'm driving.
Okay, don't look at
good.
us. Don't drive. Just drive. So anyway, we're talking about Tucson, and we think that maybe Tucson might be a lovely place now. And now that our friend Brian and his wife have moved to Tucson, he's been posting a lot of pictures from Tucson, their backyard. They have a beautiful mountainscape in their backyard, and he's been, of course, going on adventures and taking pictures, and so it's kind of been fun. And I think honestly, I love Brian and I miss him, so kind of a little nod to him there in the song. So here we are winding up. We had Renee for the last 2 minutes. Do you have something to sing for us in the last 2 minutes, Renee?
Talk for 30 more seconds and I can think of something.
30 seconds.
Let me think.
Okay.
I do. Hang on. Oh, it's horrible. I just have the song stuck in my head from my last lesson. I can't get it out. Would you like me to
that's
sing
okay.
Moana?
Let's hear
that's
it.
Yeah,
Do it.
do it.
What can I say but something? You're welcome. You're shiny.
I don't even know what that is.
No,
Bravo.
I'll be there next time.
We look
All
forward
right.
to hearing it next time.
Yes. Well, we're so grateful to everybody for Frankie said Hot Rod Chevy. Is that a song? Or is he asking about Renee's? It's a Hot Rod Mazda. Oh, Paul, thank you. Thank you for being here with us and staying. You've been here the whole time. You've lifted our spirits, too, because with no audience, what are we but a bunch of self-absorbed women broadcasting ourselves on the screen?
It's true.
Listen
By
to
the
Paul
month.
Newman.
Hey, has
Fun.
anybody been watching Jan? Has anybody watched Jan, the series? There's a series. I don't know if it's on Hulu or Amazon. I think it's on one of those two, and it's Jan Arden playing herself. But it is so funny. It is so Jan Arden. I don't know if anybody remembers. She's a Canadian country singer. And she kind of like in the 90s was very well known and had some hits, kind of in that whole Sarah McLachlan era. And I relate to it on a disturbingly high level. Oh, hi, Jeff. Thank you. So I recommend it. It's good. It's funny. It's very funny. And then she'll just right there in the middle of the show stop and just sing a song and just nail it too. It sounds so good. So look for Jan. It's Jan with 2 N's. Rachel, I want you to come do this with us next time. Will you? Come on. We would love to meet you too, Nicole. This is Linda Nicole Blair is way up there in the Great Pacific Northwest, and she is teaches at a university, and she's writing a book about women in music. And Swamp Sistas are going to be in it. So
Cool.
maybe you can join us for a See Hear Say maybe for the next one, Nicole, and tell us more about the book and maybe sing a song for us too. So now that we're not limited by geography anymore, we would love to do that. So let's keep those ideas coming. So I guess the next time we gather will be, what is this, March, April, May? First Thursday in May. And we hope to have other things going on, but I am just beginning to have conversations. I have some ideas, and I'm excited to share them soon, but not till they're a little more firm in the plan. So big gratitude to our audience for sticking with us tonight. And for those who donated, thank you to help keep things going. $5 goes a long way in Swamp Sister world. It doesn't take much. And we will just keep on keeping on. We're going to find a way to raise some funds this spring for Second Harvest Food Bank of Central Florida. So stay tuned for that. Stay well. Wear your masks, please.
Yeah.
Get your vaccine when you can. Keep waiting. Don't be too impatient. Be safe. And we hope to see everybody in person here one of these days. But until then, we'll be locking it up on the internet. All right? All right, y'all. Thanks again. Signing off.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.